Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vlad, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing a security camera by a company called Reolink. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. The model number of the camera is RLC-842, and before we begin the video, full disclosure, the company has sent me the camera to review, but I have not been paid or sponsored in any way, so all the views and opinions expressed in this video are my own. Let's get started. Okay, so on the front of the box, we have a photo of the camera itself, we have the model number, and it also tells us that the camera has an 8 megapixel sensor. On the side of the box, we have a list of some of the main features of the camera. We have person and vehicle detection, we have optical zoom, we have 24/7 all motion recording. The camera supports power over Ethernet, it supports plug and play, it is IP66 waterproof, and it has remote access. Now, of course, these are not the only features, this is just the highlight of some of the top features, and you can check out the Reolink website for a full list of all the camera features. The link will be in the video description below. You can also see here that there is an app available for your phone which can be downloaded from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store for Android. On the back of the box, we have some information about warranty and also some terms and conditions as well as privacy information. And we also have some information on the company itself and where you can reach them or follow them on social media. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we have. First up, we have a Reolink envelope which contains all of the documentation. We have the operational instructions, which is essentially the user manual, and this manual has instructions for two different models. In here, you will find information on how to install and connect the camera. Next, we have the waterproof lid installation guide. This contains information on how to install the waterproof lid when mounting the camera outside using the Ethernet cable. We have some security stickers in a few different languages, which is nice to see. There is a mounting guide or template for when mounting the camera on a wall or the ceiling, and this allows you to pre-drill your screw holes. And last, you will find some more paperwork. Let's put all that aside and take a look at what else comes in the box. We have a pack which contains the waterproof lid for the Ethernet cable. We also get a pack of screws and wall plugs or anchors. In the box, you also get a tool which is used to open up the camera housing. And you also get an Ethernet cable in the box. However, the Ethernet cable is very short, I would say roughly about 1 meter, so depending on where you are mounting the camera, you will more than likely need to purchase a longer Ethernet cable. I am planning to install the camera outside at my front door, so I had to purchase a 7.6 meter Ethernet cable from Amazon. And finally, we have the Reolink RLC-842A Security Camera at the bottom of the box. The camera is neatly packed with some foam protection. On the camera itself, we can see there is a cable pre-attached. This cable has two connection ports and one button. The first port is for an optional 12-volt DC power adapter, which is sold separately and does not come in the box. Then we have the reset button, which is used to reset the camera to factory settings. And the other port is the Ethernet port, which will be used to connect your camera to the router or to the modem, as well as for power over Ethernet. And it is important to note that before plugging in the Ethernet cable, you do need to also install the waterproof lid on the cable, so make sure you read all the instructions carefully. Now let's take a closer look at the camera itself. Here we can see there are 3 screws, and that is where you will need the tool that comes in the box. You will need to unscrew the 3 screws in order to mount the camera on the ceiling or the wall, and also to install the microSD card. If we turn the camera around, you'll be able to see the 4 screw holes, and this is where you will see the mounting guide come in handy, as all the holes on the mounting guide correlate to the screw holes on the camera housing. Once we remove the protective film from the camera dome, we can get a better and closer look at the actual camera itself. The camera housing is made out of metal, so it is very sturdy and tough, but the actual camera dome appears to be made out of plastic. Quick pause for an update. I have asked Reolink to clarify if this is in fact plastic, and they have confirmed that it is actually made from explosion-proof glass, so that's pretty cool. Back to the video now. However, it is rated as IK10 vandal proof. So what that means is this camera is tougher and able to withstand outside damage. Its lens is well protected by the heavy duty housing, and it avoids being harmed when something accidentally hits the camera or someone attempts to destroy it. On the back of the camera, you will find some information about the camera itself, such as model number, the power requirements, and a QR code, which I believe can be used during setup to pair the camera with the app. You will also find there is a microphone hole underneath the Reolink logo on the front of the camera. Now let's open up the camera and take a look inside. To open up the camera, all we need to do is unscrew the 3 screws. Be careful when pulling off the camera dome, as there is a small cable going from the camera mainboard to the camera dome. There is also a small security cord that should keep the dome close to the base, so even if you try to move the dome, it shouldn't cause any tension on the cable. Looking at the camera module itself, it does have a semi-fixed position. It doesn't automatically pan or tilt. And looking at the photo on the box initially, I thought it was an automatic pan and tilt camera, but I have found that it can only be adjusted to move the angle of the camera up or down by using the 2 screws on each side of the camera. On the side of the camera, you will also find the microSD card slot, which is sold separately, and it supports microSD cards up to 256 gigabytes. From inside the dome, you can also access the mounting screw holes, which you will need to thread the screws through in order to keep the camera secure when you're mounting it on a ceiling or a wall. And if you're not mounting the camera on the wall, then you can have the camera sitting on a desk or a shelf. So that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. I will be doing a separate setup video and a review video as well. So if you would like to know how the camera performs, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date. If you have any questions or any comments, be sure to leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. I'll catch you in the next one.